What is going on with the Kenosha market right now? Are we heading into an even market? Are we going into a buyer's market? Let's dive into this week's numbers and find out. These numbers are quite surprising to me, actually. There are a lot of surprises in this week's numbers to me, and I want to discuss them with you guys and see what you all have to say about them also in the comments. So let's dive into them. By the way, I'm Chad Scott of Epique Realty. If you guys have any questions for me, any comments, anything you want to know, drop them in the comments for me. Shoot me a text, give me a call, or send me an email. All my contact information is down below. I respond to everything as quickly as I possibly can, and I'm happy to help in any way that I possibly can. Now let's get into the video. As usual here, we start here with the market action index number, and this has actually fallen from 55 last week. My cursor wants to work here. 55 last week to 52. So that means we are getting closer to that even number here of 30, closer to that buyer's market number here of 30. Are we actually in a buyer's market yet? No, we're not. We're still in a red hot seller's market. Houses in the Kenosha area are selling super quick. If they're priced right, they're moving really, really quick. So if you're a seller and you're looking to sell now, you can sell for top dollar and your house will probably sell really fast depending on the price point. So we're still very much in a seller's market. The thing that surprised me the most are the median and the median list price and the median list price of new listings. So because of the market action number going down again, I expected these numbers to continue on the downward trend, but they actually went up this week. So the median list price, this is everything that's currently on the market for sale right now that you can go look at. This went up. This probably went up because all the new listings that came out on the market were listed at a higher price. So this went up to 365, up from 350 last week. So everything that's on the market is actually higher priced, probably because of all the new listings that came on the market. So this drove prices up higher for buyers. That means that if you're a buyer, prices are getting more expensive. So if you're a buyer and you're waiting the sidelines for prices to go down, it's just not happening. Prices are not coming down. So even though we're getting closer and closer to that buyer's market, prices are not coming down. That's usually what happens when we get closer to a buyer's market, is that prices come down, but we're not seeing that happen for whatever reason. It's because we have a lack of inventory. So if you're waiting for prices to come down, if you're waiting for that market crash everybody keeps saying is going to happen, we're not seeing it. We're not seeing those signs. We're in the sidelines. If you have the means to buy a house, I would suggest that you jump in now and just start looking, start the process. The median price of new listings is everything that was put on the market this past week went up to $305,000, up from $297,500, so $298,000. So everything that went new on the market, actually their prices went up too. So like I said, if you're a buyer that's waiting on the sideline for prices to come down, it's not happening. Prices are not going down. So stop waiting if you're a buyer. Price per square foot, this held strong at $202 per square foot for houses. Average days on market, this went up. You'd expect to see this as we head closer and closer to the buyer's market, up to 63 from 61. So houses are still sitting on the market a little bit longer. They're taking a little bit longer to sell. Not a surprise. If you're a seller, your realtor should be telling you, I would be telling you if I was your realtor, expect your house to stay on the market a little bit longer than it has been the last couple of years. Buyers are just a little more timid, I would say, even though interest rates are down, especially the election coming up, they just want to see what's going to happen with the election. They're not as eager to jump into the market and buy the first house that they see. They want to wait and see what comes in the market. They want to make sure that the house fits them, that they feel at home when they walk in the house. So houses are just sitting on the market a little bit longer. The median days on market is up to 21. That is the same as last week, 21. So that's exactly the same. Didn't go up, didn't go down. But again, 3 weeks to sell your house if you're a seller, not bad. But again, if you're a seller, it's not selling typically in 2 or 3 days like it was in 2020 and 2021. Sellers, when they put their house on the market, they expect it to sell the next day. It's taking a couple weeks to sell. I would say usually 12 to 14 days to like this number says, 3 weeks. Price decreases. This number surprised me quite a bit. So we're up to 51%. Half of houses that are on the market right now have had a price decrease. That is up from 41% last week. So half of the houses that are on the market have dropped their price because they're not selling. Sellers have said, obviously I listed it too high. I want to entice more buyers to come look at my house. So I'm dropping the price. So this is a good thing for buyers. It means that sellers are getting a little anxious. They're a little worried that their price is too high. They want to make their house more of a value to buyers, so they're dropping their price, trying to entice buyers to come take a look at it, come buy my house. Here, I'm making my house be more of a value. I'm dropping it at $3,000, maybe $10,000 if it's a higher value house, maybe $20,000 or $30,000. I don't know what they're dropping it by, but half the houses that are currently on the market for sale have dropped their list price. So if you're a buyer, that's a great thing. Price increases, again, this number is, I think just a mistake number, and it keeps going down every week, getting closer to that 1% or even under 1%. Relisted, this number went up again, up 14% last week, 15% last week, up to 20% this week. Relisted, this number continues to go up. It was 15% last week, up to 20% last week. So again, like I said, when when you sell your house, you sign a contract with the realtor. It has an expiration date on there. So if it doesn't sell by a certain date, it becomes an expired listing. So if you want to continue trying to sell it, you have to relist it with either the same realtor or a new realtor and try their marketing techniques. So 20% of all houses have been relisted in the past week that were for sale previously. In a healthy market, this should be I believe it should be at 10% or less. So we are well above that number right now. Obviously, we're getting closer and closer to that buyer's market. For buyers, this is a good thing because as more and more listings are relisted, sellers are getting more and more anxious to sell their house. They may be willing to take a lowball offer, lower than list price. You never know until you submit that offer and see what the sellers say. So 20% of all listings have been relisted. Just another sign that we're getting closer and closer to an even market / buyer's market. Inventory is up to 85, up from 81 last week. So there are 85 active houses on the market this past week that are available for you to go take a look at, tour, and put an offer in. Up from 81 last week, so inventory continues to creep up. Not a huge number of houses. This is just in Kenosha City itself with a Kenosha address. If you look at Kenosha County, that number is much higher, but 85 active single-family houses in Kenosha. Median rent, if you're a renter and you watch these things, has actually gone down to $2,000, down $100, almost $200. So if you're a renter, that's a good sign. This tends to fall as we get closer to an even market or even a buyer's market. So that's a good thing. And again, the market action index number continues to fall week over week as we get closer and closer to the buyer's market here. Quick update on the stats here. So last week there were 5 new listings in the price range that pretty much everybody tends to be, that like $150,000 to, I would say, $300,000 or less price range. There were 5 new listings and 7 of them sold. So actually, this price range, there's a negative inventory number here. The next step up, I would say $300,000 to $400,000 price range. There were 4 new listings and only 1 of them sold. So if you're looking in this price range, your inventory went up. There's more choices for you. In that $400,000 to $500,000 price range, you're getting closer to the luxury price range in the Kenosha area. There were 5 new listings and only 2 of them sold. So again, your choices went up. In that luxury, what I would consider luxury price range, that $500,000 and up price range, there were 3 new listings and 3 of them sold. So a net zero. Days on market here, as you can see, about all pretty similar here. About 2 weeks here for the 300,000 and up. about the same for the where everybody's looking, that 150 to 250 range. Um, So yeah, that's a quick market update. Like I said, some surprising numbers here. I didn't expect to see that the list prices to go up this week. I kind of expected to see a downward trend. So that kind of surprised me. I am the days on market. I did expect to see these continue to go up. I did expect to see the price decreases to continue to go up. I didn't expect to see such a big jump week over week. Relisted, I didn't expect to see that big of a jump week over week, and I kind of expected to see a bigger jump in inventory. That's kind of a small jump for what I expected, but I want to see more of an even market in our market. It makes it more fair for buyers and sellers, and it makes my job easier. It makes my job more fun, honestly. I like the negotiations, I like the back and forth, and I think it helps more people buy and sell houses when it's more of an even market. So I'm excited for us to get back towards an even market out of this super red hot sellers market. So we'll see where this road takes us, how long it takes us to get out of a red hot sellers market. If it's a month, if it's 2 months, if it's another year, I don't know. Nobody has that crystal ball. So I hope this information helped you guys. If you found it useful, please go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. If you want YouTube to go ahead and notify you of when I drop new videos. If you guys have any questions about this information or anything Kenosha real estate related, go ahead and shoot me an email, give me a call, or send me a text message. Happy to help you guys. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video.